defections, more infighting, and more chaos in their ranks. 4. It's a blueprint for flipping more districts. If FL01 shows that MAGA is vulnerable, it creates momentum for flipping seats in other Republican strongholds. It's a test run for strategies that can mobilize moderates, independents, and disillusioned Republicans in the 2026 midterms. What can people do? Support the FL01 Democratic candidate, whether by donating, volunteering, or spreading awareness. Push voter turnout like never before, because in special elections, turnout is everything. Expose MAGA's failures on veterans, military, and national security to win Pensacola voters. Use the hashtag FlipsFL01 to build national attention, because this isn't just about one district. If FL01 even comes close to flipping, it will send shockwaves through the GOP. This race matters more than people realize, because it's not just about one seat. It's about proving that MAGA's hold on power is crumbling.
Explain the breakdown Pensacola and why it's not a sure thing for Republicans.
FL01, why Pensacola is not a sure thing for Republicans. FL01, Pensacola and the surrounding area, has been a deep red district for years, but there are serious cracks in MAGA's hold here. This special election is happening under completely different circumstances than previous elections, and Republicans should not take it for granted. The breakdown of FL01. 1. It's a military and veterans stronghold, and Trump is losing them. Pensacola is home to significant military installations in the country. Veterans make up a huge percentage of the voting population in FL01, and they are not happy with Trump's recent actions. His purge of military leadership in favor of loyalists, his attacks on NATO, and weakening of U.S. global military alliances, his pardons of convicted war criminals, which many veterans see as an insult to the honor of service, his failure to deliver on real veterans' benefits and VA improvements despite his promises. Why this matters. Republicans assume military-heavy districts are safe, but if even a fraction of veterans defect or abstain, it's a massive problem for them. Inc. High number of federal workers, and they're being purged. Pensacola has a large number of federal employees, including DoD civilians, VA workers, and contractors. Trump's war on the federal workforce, mass firings, loyalty tests, and budget cuts has many of them worried. The destruction of civil service protections under Project 2025 means that even longtime Republican federal workers may vote against MAGA. Why this matters. Federal employees normally vote Republican here, but when their jobs and futures are on the line, some will vote for change. Step 3, the growing moderate and independent vote. Not every Republican in FL01 is MAGA. Many establishment conservatives, moderates, and independents are sick of the chaos and extremism. Trump's legal problems, his focus on revenge over policy, and his erratic leadership have turned off many former supporters. If moderates stay home or vote against MAGA, the GOP's margin shrinks drastically. Why this matters. This district only stayed deep red because moderate conservatives stuck with the GOP. But if even a fraction of them abandon ship, it gets competitive fast. Yes, Florida's population shift and turnout challenges. Florida's population is shifting, with more young voters, transplants from other states, and a growing Latino vote. Trump's extreme immigration policies, mass deportations, and authoritarian leanings could push Latino and suburban voters to turn out in higher numbers. Special elections have lower turnout. If Democrats and independents mobilize better, they can dramatically shrink the gap. Why this matters. A lower turnout special election means that enthusiasm and ground game matter more than raw party registration numbers. Nash, your final thought. This race is win, or at least disruptive. Republicans expect to win FL01, but they aren't prepared for. Veterans defecting, federal workers fighting back, moderates refusing to support MAGA extremism, higher than expected turnout from Democrats and independents. If the GOP only wins by a small margin, it will be a massive warning sign for them going into 2026. And if the right candidate and strategy come together, flipping FL01 is very possible. This isn't a safe seat for MAGA.